much, Madam Chair, and thank you to both you and the ranking member for bringing us together today and for this conversation, for each and every one of you for accepting the willingness to be before this committee, but accepting the responsibility, if confirmed, that you will embark on for the good of the country. Thank you very, very much. Now, from a specialty crop perspective, and I appreciate the questions, the chair is already engaged in this space. New Mexico prides itself on being a national leader for many crops. One of them that everyone thinks of when they look at New Mexico is chili. And you can remind my brothers and sisters from Colorado that I said that. And nuts, which often surprise many when I'm visiting with them about our nut production. Whether it's pistachios, but the conversation that I want to have with you is around pecans. Crops like pecans, Ms. Taylor, have historically struggled to gain international market access and unfair import tariffs that similar crops just do not have. Now, these tariffs undermine our ability to diversify export markets and create uncertainty for farmers back home who want to be able to grow a financially viable crop. If confirmed, how do you plan to promote and increase export market access for specialty crop producers? And if you're able to touch on pecans specifically.
Senator, thank you for that question. Having worked in Oregon for the past 5.5 years, Oregon is also a specialty crop state. I work closely with our various sectors to ensure that they have the promotional opportunities to highlight their products in international markets, whether that be through the various marketing assistance programs that we are able to access via USDA today, but also work to ensure that their products have a level playing field, that they are following science-based decisions on import SPS health and safety import requirements. I'm very engaged, should I be confirmed, of looking at the specialty crop sector for pecan producers in your state, and where are their top markets? I would like to understand that, and what are some of the current hurdles and challenges that they're experiencing, and how can we pull the tools that we have at USDA and within the United States government to help them expand into those markets.
I appreciate that, and working with our colleagues here to make sure they've had a chance to have their palate excited by our chili and our pecans and our nuts as well. You all will fall in love with it. For the next question, Senator Tuberville touched on this, and Mr. Logan, you responded around younger farmers, the challenges inherently in there. As we know, many of our farmers and ranchers are aging, and there's challenges generationally throughout the United States. We are experiencing this in New Mexico. According to the last USDA agriculture census, 30% of New Mexico's farmers and ranchers identify as Hispanic or Latino. 21% identify as American Indian. So diversity matters to me as well. And as I've always said, diversity is our strength, but we're also seeing a decline in diversity within production as well. So as a Farm Credit Administration board member, how will you work to increase credit opportunities for historically underserved communities?
Thank you for that question, Senator. Of my work with the Native American Agriculture Fund, I can tell you that we work. We have a national. We serve nationwide Native communities, in particular the Pueblo communities. We work with them. We understand the importance of diversity, as you said, and we try to think of different ways, new solutions, different ways of viewing things to get capital out to farmers and ranchers, and in particular to work with young people. I will say that my personal professional work has been on financial education and investment education. I believe there is and if I'm confirmed in this position, I believe there's a need for credit education. To become creditworthy is critical. It's critical, and it is very difficult, actually, for young people to understand all the pieces of credit. But the entire system is premised upon working with creditworthy borrowers. I really, like I said, I didn't look under the hood for the FCA yet, but I understand that there are ways of working with young borrowers, and there are programs, and I've got to make sure that they are being followed. The programs are being followed and doing what they promised to do. But my personal view is that it is credit and understanding how credit works. It's just critical for everyone right now, and that in particular for borrowers of color.
I appreciate that. And Chair Stabenow, as I see my time has expired, I do have some questions for Dr. Esteban. I'll submit them into the record. It's around country of origin labeling, product of the USA labeling, things of that nature. And, my question stems from if I go buy an avocado, I know where it comes from. I know where it was produced, but not always true with beef. And so I'll submit those into the record, but I want to say thank you again for being here and look forward to following up. Thank you, Chair
Thank you
Stabenow.
so much, and important questions to follow up on. Thank you so much. Next, we have Senator Hyde-Smith, and then I believe Senator Braun will go next. And so, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chairman and Ranking Member, for